Time for some common sense with Craig. Craig Bolanos is the co-founder of VestGen as well as a wealth advisor. Craig, political leaders often signal to the market where they plan to prop up the economy, where the money will go. And as you know, people get very emotional. What are your thoughts about emotions, elections, and investing as we are talking Washington and wallets today?
Well, generally speaking, I remind all investors, it's not tongue in cheek, it's true. Check your politics at the door, meaning keep your emotions in check when it comes to your investments. Just because your candidate or your party won or your candidate and your party lost, that is not a good enough reason in and of itself to make large investment decisions. But what you did cue in on, Angela, is there are going to always be certain sectors that are winners and losers under different administrations and different policies, especially when it comes to public-private partnership. That's taking U.S. tax dollars and partnering with private companies. So I think everyone should check their emotions at the door, but then everyone should do their research and lean in or overweight or underweight those sectors and industries that might stand to benefit from changes of the guard.
What about investing in America?
You know, no one should deal in absolutes. There's nothing that's preordained to happen. The arc of life is incredibly dynamic. So again, I tell people, whether your party wins or loses, or very specifically, that candidate you love or dislike strongly wins or loses, don't let it play an over-governing part of your investment decision. The reality is investing in America is about investing in innovation, investing in America that leads to innovation, that creates disruption. That's a very powerful long-term secular theme. You have to think of everything that is wonderful, that, dare I say, does create American exceptionalism. So even though you might be thrilled, even though you might be upset, pay attention to the underlying fundamentals and invest in positive change, because change that leads to disruption has proven to be a long-term wealth building thematic. And that also means don't get complacent, because industries that people even think are untouchable do get disrupted through new technologies, new innovations. So it always keeps investors on their toes.
Several of the past presidents have been pro-technology, and that has been a great place to invest. What are some other areas?
Yeah, Angela, I think artificial intelligence as a disruptor needs to be an enduring theme, what I call a megatrend that's in your portfolio. But megatrends aren't going to be just limited to technology and communication stocks. There's incredible disruption and involvement that happens in the world of finance. That's the banks, the world of healthcare in particular. I mean, think of how even that related concept of artificial intelligence is being adopted and overlaying into the healthcare sector. That's not just healthcare itself. That's not just biotechnology, that's genomics. I mean, the list is literally endless. So I think if you're paying attention to where disruption is obvious and leaning into those areas that disruption is less obvious, that's going to give people some clues as to how to create some satellites in their portfolio on top of their broad-based index exposure. You know what? If you want some common sense with me, common sense with Craig, let's connect online. Go out to getretiredstayretired.com. That's getretiredstayretired.com.